Good morning, children. We are going to be doing our mathematics lesson. We are going to be doing number symbols and names. It says, provide the number symbols for the following numbers. Let us read the number names. 13, 54, 107. So now, children, let's see how these number symbols are written for the number names. 13. So we write 13 as 1 and 3. 54. We write 54 as 5 and 4. 107. We write 107 as 1, 0, 7. Now it says provide the number names for the following numbers. Let's read these numbers. 16, 47, 22. Now let us see how we write the number names for these number symbols. 16. We write it as S-I-X-T-E-E-N. 47. We write it as F-O-R-T-Y, and 7 is S-E-V-E-N. Remember, children, you do not need to put a dash in between 40 and 7. 22. We write it as T-W-E-N-T-Y, and 2 is T-W-O. Now we are going to be ordering numbers. Ordering numbers from smallest to biggest. Let us read the set of numbers for A. 23, 54, 38, 60, and 47. Now let us read the set of numbers for B. 34, 48, 28, 52, and 11. Remember, children, we are ordering numbers from smallest to biggest. So for A, we need to look for the smallest number. Here, the smallest number is 23. So as you can see, I have scratched out 23 from the set of numbers and I wrote it at the bottom. Now we need to see what is the next number that comes after 23. The next number will be 38. As you can see, I have scratched out 38 and I wrote it at the bottom. So now we need to see what is the next number that comes after 38. So the next number is 47. I have scratched out 47 from the set of numbers and I wrote it at the bottom. So now, children, we have to see what number comes after 47. The next number will be 54. As you can see, I have scratched out 54 and I wrote it at the bottom. And the last number that was left was 60. So I have scratched out 60 and I wrote it at the bottom. Now you can see that all my numbers in the set are scratched out. And this is how the numbers are from smallest to biggest. Let us now read the set of numbers. 23, 38, 47, 54, and lastly 60. So now, children, we are going to be doing another example. This was for B. Let us read the set of numbers. 34, 48, 28, 52, and 11. Remember, we are still ordering numbers from smallest to biggest. So, my smallest number here is 11. As you can see, I have scratched out 11 and I wrote it at the bottom. And now, the number that comes after 11 is 28. So I have scratched out 28 from my set of numbers and I wrote it at the bottom. After 28 comes 34. I have scratched out 34 from my set of numbers and I wrote it at the bottom. After 34 comes 48. As you can see, I have scratched out 48 and I wrote it at the bottom. So now, children, the last number left that is not scratched is 52. So now I have scratched out 52 and I wrote it at the bottom. As you can see, all the numbers have been scratched out. So now let us read from smallest to biggest. 11, 28, 34, 48, and 52. Now, children, we are going to be ordering numbers from biggest to smallest. A. 48, 32, 56, 20, and 29. Then we have B. 25, 60, 47, 33, and 52. Now we're going to be doing A. Remember, children, we are ordering from biggest to smallest. So in our set of numbers, our biggest number is 56. As you can see, I have scratched out 56 and I wrote it at the bottom. So from the numbers that were left, 48 was the biggest number. So I have scratched out 48 and I wrote it at the bottom. Our next number is 32. So I've scratched out 32 and I wrote it at the bottom. Now you can see we are left with 20 and 29. So 29 was bigger than 20. So I scratched out 29 and I wrote it at the bottom. And the number that was left was 20. I have scratched out 20 and I wrote it at the bottom. Now let us read the set of numbers from biggest to smallest. 56, 48, 32, 29, and 20. Now we need to complete B. Remember, we are still ordering from biggest to smallest. So my biggest number here is 60. I have scratched out 60 and I wrote it at the bottom. The number that will come next is 52. So I have scratched out 52 from my set and I wrote it at the bottom. So now, children, the numbers that are left is 25, 47, and 33. So from those numbers, 47 was the biggest. So I scratched out 47 and I wrote it at the bottom. Now you can see we are left with two numbers, 25 and 33. 33 was bigger than 25. So as you can see, I have scratched out 33 and I wrote it at the bottom. My last number that was left was 25. I have scratched it out and I wrote it at the bottom. Now let us read the set of numbers from biggest to smallest. 60, 52, 47, 33, and 25. We are going to be doing place value. Decompose the following numbers into tens and units. Decompose means to break up the number. So it says, which two numbers make up 25? Thereafter, it says, break it down further into tens and units. So children, when we break up the number 25, we will say 20 plus 5, which makes 25. So 25 has 2 tens and 5 units. Now it says which two numbers make up 47. So we need to break up 47. Then it says break it down further into tens and units. So when we break up 47, we will say 40 plus 7, which makes 47. And when we break it down further into tens and units, we get 4 tens and 7 units. Now we are going to be doing problem solving for addition and subtraction. Number 1. Jim has 12 apples and Sally has 9 apples. How many apples do they have altogether? So now we know, children, we need to add. As you can see in the box, I have done my working. Let's go through it. Remember, children, you do not have to draw the apples. You could draw circles or squares to show your workings. Let's count the red apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let's count the green apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can see I have 12 on the top and 9 at the bottom. Now let's count it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have 21 apples. So our sum will be 12 plus 9 is equal to 21. Thereafter, we will write they have 21 apples altogether. Tom has 20 sweets. He ate 5 sweets. How many sweets does he have left? Let us count from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we need to take out 5. As you can see, I have scratched out 5. Let's see what is left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 sweets is left. Now our sum will be 20 minus 5 is equal to 15. Then we can say Tom has 15 sweets left. Now we have come to the end of our lesson. Boys and girls, please do not forget to complete your mathematics activities in your work pack.